Hey there folks, my name is Peter, and on today's video we are going to unbox, assemble, and test out this Arcade 1-Up NFL Blitz cabinet. Now I mentioned on a previous video that I'm moving into a new home. Finally, after 3 very long months, the closing process is complete and I'm in the new property. Now one of the rooms in this new home is, you could call it a billiard room, you can call it a bar, you can call it just a lounge area. Nonetheless, the previous homeowner had an arcade cabinet in this corner wall behind me. I offered to buy it from them, they said no, but I knew I would find something to suffice. So the other day, I was searching online, and Arcade 1-Up comes up over and over again. Now Arcade 1-Up has tons of different video game cabinets. They've got Pacman, they've got Terminator, Fast and the Furious, NFL Blitz, NBA Jam, the list goes on, right? And it's actually overwhelming, all of the different cabinets you can buy, because the reality is, unlike traditional video game systems, you can only have so many of these in your home before you just run out of space or money, whichever comes first. So my goal with today's video is to get this unboxed, assembled, and set up. I want for you all to follow me through that process. And then over time, we'll decide, do we want to buy more of these, or is this a one and done? So if that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Now that I'm finally in my new home, I've got a beautiful garage, which I can't wait to show you. I've got hundreds of projects planned, most if not all of which I'm going to try to upload to this channel, and I think you'll really enjoy it. For now, I've got my Vito Pro Pack, which of course I did a video on, all of my tools for around the house. I have no idea what it's going to take to get this thing put together. I can't imagine it's that difficult, but let's break down this box and get right into it. So in terms of tools needed, it says all you need is a screwdriver. They specifically say don't use an electric screwdriver. What I take that to mean is that I'm not going to use like a Milwaukee Impact or even like a Milwaukee drill, but for stuff like this little Ryobi lithium-based screwdriver, it has very little torque to it. Perfect for assembling in a hurry. I'll tell you one thing I already like about this cabinet, again, you can build your own arcade cabinet and you can have way more games for way less money, but this looks like a professional cabinet. The artwork, I can't stand any of the players that they put on here. They didn't put any Buffalo Bills, but I am still happy with the overall fit and finish so far. So again, laying stuff out like this ahead of time is helpful. In this case, I need the L and the K, got them right here. And then this project, they make a lot of use of these dowels. I think most of this is just sort of friction fit, although there is quite a few screws as well, but everything is nice and labeled. Everything comes packaged tightly. So far, knock on wood, I haven't seen any evidence of breakage or anything during shipment. The box itself, when UPS put it on my front door earlier, was a little worse for the wear, but none of that translated to the components. We're gonna do 2, but we're gonna leave the middle one open. So one of the things that's nice, it's made this easier, is that everywhere you're meant to put a screw in has a screw. And then the direction of the head tells you how to make sure you're lined up. So if this head isn't even with where you're putting the screw in, you know you've done something wrong. And there's a few places on here where you could make that mistake pretty easily, so I think that's a nice touch. All right, so just a quick note for anyone who's gonna buy one of these. Those white connector pieces, impossible to get your screw set up down there. So there's 4 screws total. That in and of itself just took me 8 minutes to do 4 screws. And now we are going to assemble the fake coin drop. Looks like it takes 12, I guess these are spacers of some kind, and then some screws. It would be cool if it did take real coins, you know, have some people over, maybe make some money, but alas. And there you have fake coin slots. So we're not done, but this is what it looks like. Obviously we don't have the joystick in there, and then I think it's still missing a riser, because I don't know how well you're going to be able to tell, but this thing is exceedingly short. Like if you see that fireplace over there, that thing's probably 5 feet tall. And this is at least a foot shorter. So, but the back is open. So there's some cables to hook up. It also is not very stable. You can kind of move it around, which is less than ideal. So I'm not sure if that'll stabilize with the riser or what, but we're close. So at this point, the arcade itself is fully assembled. But look at this. To build the riser, all the instructions on one page. You think they could have spared it? But this doesn't look too bad. Actually, what am I talking about? It's going to take 24 screws and 16 dowels. So I'll finish that. We'll get this plugged in, see how we do. All right, folks, there you have it. I would say this took about 3 hours, and then there was a period at the end there. I got it fully assembled. It wouldn't turn on. I took the whole thing basically apart. I plugged it into a different outlet, although that outlet seemed to be working just fine, and now it obviously turned on. It's downloading some sort of update. So this video is way too long to sit here and watch me play this thing. Maybe I'll upload like a short video or something, like a YouTube short, just to demonstrate the gameplay a little bit. But in terms of the construction of the item, if you're gonna buy this on a holiday and put it together for somebody, you're gonna wanna book off about a half a day. A lot of screws, a lot of dowels, and the instructions are just okay. But like I said, well packaged, well made. Obviously it's smaller than your typical arcade machine that you'd find in an arcade. But I think, especially this one, because you can fit 4 people, I really like it as you have people over and stuff like that. So looking forward to get some time on this. I'll upload a short, and you all can see how it works. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.